Many congratulations, you should feel pretty proud of yourselves to have got through to the final. I have a friend who's got an electrical business and he's not at all happy with his current insurance arrangements or his current broker. I would like you to see him. I'd like you to talk to him about his problems and his needs.
Hi, I'm Holly. I work for Lucas Vest and Partners.
Nice to meet you, Holly. One guy fell off a ladder whilst he's on the way up to put in the solar panels.
Okay. We should probably look at business interruption insurance.
You trying to rip me off?
As a broker, we work on a fee basis rather than a commission basis.
The person he felt most comfortable with was Katie. So congratulations. Hello finalists. The task this week is to take a look at regulation. I would like you to take a look at regulation from the broker's viewpoint, from the customer's viewpoint and from the industry's viewpoint and recommend changes that you think would make it better for us all. And I'll see you back when you've done that task. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. Insurance brokers pose two significant risks to the market, in that there's a potential for low quality advice resulting in the mis-selling of products and the potential for loss of client money.
I'd like to see the insurance broking industry becoming more of a self-regulated industry. I think we should be more concerned with improving our own industry than being concerned with appeasing regulators.
The only way in which the regulation of insurance broking can be overhauled is by setting out minimum requirements for professional qualifications.
In the limited time available, I'd like to concentrate on one main topic. This is the subject of transparency of earnings.
Insurance gives protection to businesses and individuals against all risks and ensures that... Sorry, can I start again? Our industry is vital for the economy. Insurance provides protection for individuals and businesses against risks and unplanned events.
I think this has been improved in terms of improving professionalism within the industry and also such incentives as the Aldermanbury Declaration. The regulation is there at the moment to maintain market confidence, maintain financial stability, protect customers and also reduce financial crime. And there should be no one better placed than insurance brokers to deal with this in our own industry.
My focus is on the potential of low quality advice resulting in the mis-selling of products.
The problem with the current regulation is that we're under the same umbrella as the financial services sector, and I think we need an independent body.
I see three areas where the market could be overhauled. Brokers should be made to sit their CII exams before they're able to transact business within the general insurance arena. Very much in line how with an IFA wouldn't be able to transact business without being duly qualified. Commission disclosure and fees should be brought in to allow...
I think as well,
There is no doubt that this will benefit insurers, brokers and, most importantly, the clients themselves. Irrespective of whether commission, fees or a combination of the two are charged, all should be disclosed in full.
I think we need to increase professional standards, encourage membership of the CII and support members undertaking their examinations.
How do you measure professionalism? If you do not hold any qualifications, then how do you measure professionalism and how do you convey that to the consumer?
Currently, the regulation is there to maintain financial stability, give market confidence, protect customers and also reduce financial crime. And there should be no one better placed than insurance brokers ourselves to do this within our own industry.
I need to be faster.
This is not to say that this should be to the detriment of broker earnings, but just to let the earnings reflect the time taken and the advice given.
The only way in which the industry can overhaul regulation in the general... Sorry, I've messed up already.
I also think in terms of the rules within the industry, they need to be simple and there needs to be no reason for individual interpretation. Everyone should understand them. The 1 minute was probably the hardest thing. I didn't realise 1 minute was actually quite such a length of time. I certainly didn't plan to say everything I said. It was different, but I'm happy with what I did say.
Finally, in regards to treating customers fairly, I think this can only be seen as a good thing. Well, I'd written a script, but I tried to ad-lib a little bit. A camera being directly pointed in your face is really quite a daunting prospect for me. So I'm actually quite pleased with how it went in the end. So.
Commission disclosure should be brought in to stop unethical brokers being able to select the product that pays them the most money. And finally, letters of authority should be used where the insurers provide the risk information rather than just claims, as the current system deters the insured from seeking alternative quotations, as the onus is on them to provide all of the information. Yeah, that was pretty nerve-wracking. I've been sort of running it over in my head for about the last hour and a half. Yeah, I'm happy. I got all of the information out that I wanted to get out and I felt that it went okay in the end.
Essentially what I want to do is take out the middleman. Now I still think that there is room for a regulator, but we shouldn't be listening to the regulator in terms of how we should be attaining this. We should be best placed to deal with this before they are telling us what to do on this. I think as well it would be advisable for the insurance industry as a whole to move away from the financial services, which is synonymous with scandal. What I wanted to do really is I didn't want to write a script and try and learn the script, because I felt if I learnt a perfect script and it went wrong at any stage, it would just go horrendously wrong. I mean, I was speaking to the other brokers, broker apprentices here, and we were all dreading this one. This one was our least favourite because there's no one really to bounce anything off of. It's straight to the camera. What you say, you think every movement on your face is getting picked up. There was some muttering and stuttering in the middle of it, which obviously maybe if I had an endless amount of takes I could do, but no, I'm relatively happy with that.
It's therefore vital as an industry that we demonstrate professionalism through gaining qualifications, as with lawyers, solicitors and accountants. The CII instill an ethos and history that mould our industry and are committed to maintaining the highest ethical conduct. The future of broking relies on this conduct and ethos to continue in order to be a success in the future. I got very nervous in doing a lot of the attempts on the actual speech element of that task, and I think I think the negative mindset and the nerves got the better of me. You know, this is important to me, so obviously I'm feeling my nerves are high and I want to do well and I want to prove that you know, I can do well in this competition. So I think the pressure does get to you a bit, but eventually I got there.
Okay guys, regulation, what do we make of that? I think this is the task they found most difficult.
I think there's two elements to it, isn't there? I mean, firstly, there's the topic. I know, Swifty, you have talked to them before on the sort of process of getting onto the shortlist about regulation.
Yeah, I was going to say, when Chris and I were doing the initial interviews with to whittle down to the final five, regulation was part of the interview process. We asked a number of questions, and there were a number of candidates who were completely stumped. But
there were a polarisation of views. There was Jonathan at one end that says, leave it all us, get the regularity out, just have a high level supervision, we'll do it ourselves, which I find slightly surprising because the brokers have had 100 years to get their own act together. All the others are in the other camp that said, actually, we need to do this and we need to get professionalism, we need to get qualified, and we need to gather around the chartered mast.
The other element of it, and I suspect they'll tell us later, that actually just presenting to a camera was pretty difficult. 1 minute on their own, just no props, off they go. I mean, do you think they delivered well? Could they do with more presentation training?
For me, one stood out as having both presentation and content, and a quick nailed it, I think. One stood out for me.
Okay, well, let's bring them in.
Get them in.
Chris's winner is this time.
Let's do it.
Welcome back, finalists. Your task this time was to talk to me about regulation. I asked you to find out about regulation in the broker community and give me some recommendations of how it could be improved. I know it wasn't the most sexiest subject, but it is hugely, hugely important in our drive to professionalism. And you all gave a good account. We was interested in one of you gave a slightly different view, which I thought was good and interesting. But one of you actually stood out, nailed it in the time limit, 3 very specific and clear points. And the winner in this one is Oliver.